welcome to another day of my dumb mistakes. You can watch me struggle as I get on this 16-2 beast that I own. And today I was sort of just going to continue our cantering, continue lift off in the cantering leads, and continuing in just the canter in general. And today I found out the hard way how Sebastian reacts when he spooks. Now, as you can see, I'm nervously petting him because I knew this might trigger him being spooky. And he actually did really well for a second. And my sister's mare, who's broke as could be, was fine. But he was, obviously, as you can see, right here, he throws a weird little hop. And I was like, okay, so this is how he looks when he gets spooky. And then he gave me the most polite little gentleman buck I've ever sat in all my life. I mean, it was so polite that I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get off, He's being really nice to me right now. So I sort of just walked him out, calmed him down, and just slid off him. And I was like, let's recollect ourselves before this gets out of hand. So I actually walked him over to the source of the noise, which was my dad's four-wheeler. And I showed it to him, and he had like a little bit of freaking out, and then he chewed, and it was all better. So then I walked away from the noise, as you can see in a moment, and I got right back on him because I was like, I'm not going to let this go. It's not good to let go of things like this while you're training. So I took him down the road, and I just trotted him, and then I stopped him, and I got off, and that was it for the day, or so I thought. Alright, well, I put him away, and then I was looking back on the video, and I was like, I sort of want to get back on him because I felt like it was going to be a really good day today until all that ruckus started. So I'm going to get back on him, even though it's only been like 10-15 minutes. But I have a feeling today's going to be a good day, even though he did just buck with me. But truthfully, it wasn't his fault. It was my fault. I knew the thing was going. I was just like, he'll be fine. He's so confident that sometimes I forget he's only 7 years old. So I got a bucket this time to get on him because, I have to climb. He's not very used to me climbing up his ginormous mountainous size just yet. And I'm also still not that used to it and not that good at it, may I add. But I wasn't sure exactly how he react because sometimes after spooky things happen, he's spooky for 2 days after. And this is kind of why I got on him because I kind of wanted to work through that. We have the airplanes come and dogfight over us, and days after they come and make all this ruckus, he's spooky. So I got on him, and we walked, and then we trotted in circles, and then here you'll see me ask for a stop, which he's really good at. I mean, this boy can stop wonderfully with that back end of his. So I just really practice a stop because it's one of the best things you can teach a horse. No matter what the horse does, if you train them to stop, you're going to help yourself in the future. So I got on the trot again and just rounding him around, trying to see if there's any stress, and asked him to stop on this other side too. It wasn't as good, but he's also trying to make sure I don't go flying off him. I'm sure he could stop better than that. I just would probably go flying off him. So here I pick up the canter. So I make a lot of noise. I ask him to go straight into the canter, and he did it wonderfully. So then we canter on that lead, which is his harder lead that he has a bit more trouble, and I'm trying to keep him from breaking into the trot and exercising that lead. So now you'll see me come and stop him again, and I almost fell off. You see me bend forward like, my goodness. And his stop is wonderful, and I try and make sure it stays that way. So I turn him around, and we walk the circle, and I kind of wait till I feel like he's at the right speed. He's listening to me to ask to take off on that canter lead. And this is his better lead, so it's a lot nicer when he takes off here, and he keeps that canter lead. So here I go, and I ask him away from home, and he goes straight into it really nicely. So my goal here is from here on out, I'm trying to work towards flying lead changes. So I'm training his picking up the lead and stopping. So I can ask him to go from his left lead canter, from the walked to the left lead to stop, and then he would pick up the right lead canter. And we will do that and hopefully eventually train him to do flying lead changes over pole work and jumps and such. So you can see me pet him, and he is shedding like there is no tomorrow. But I was really happy because this is one of the best days we've had for sure. He was very obedient and he was listening. So yeah, I was really happy. Gave him lots of treats and petted him. It was a good day. They kicked him out.
In the water.